How's this? I'll ask a question.
What question?
Jazz question. Now you get it right. We roll.
I know everything there is to know about Miles. Lay it on me.
Recorded in Chicago, Illinois, with your hosts, Ken, Matt, Neal, and Jeff. This is Triviality. The cream of the crop!
Hello and welcome to this very special Lay It On Me. We're doing Archer today, which most of the people in the studio actually don't know anything about, I think. Is that fair?
I know who H. John Benjamin is.
It's pretty good.
He's on the show.
He's not really on the show.
Well,
he's a voice actor, right?
Correct.
Is that how that works?
Yes.
Okay.
He's Bob's Burgers.
So you can figure it. you probably
Nailed
figured
it.
out that Matt and I are here. But
we're
also,
helpful.
yes, we will not be helpful. So before we introduce our guests, I'd like to just have a little ad for ourselves, since we don't really run ads on this show. So if you would like to support us and you are able to and feel like we've earned it, we have a lot of great perks over on our Patreon site, patreon.com/trivialitypodcast, where you can get access to bonus content. There's some boxes for some Triviality swag if you support us at a high enough level, Google Hangouts. There's a lot of cool perks there. Also, as a reminder, if you would like to follow us, we've started our own Facebook group, The Crop.
Real quick aside before, there is another crop group on Facebook. It's mostly about planting legumes. That one is not us, just so you know.
We are not planting the crop 2018. We're...
For the record, if you search for that one is not us.
How about, here's the easiest way to do it. Go to Triviality, the Facebook page, and then you'll be able to click through to the crop from there. So you have to first like our page. It's not required, but we appreciate it. And then go to the crop. Because you can't plant crops without trivia.
Go on.
I was really excited to see where that was going to go.
If you'd like to listen to our improv troupe, we're very bad.
I was actually excited that Neal was going to teach me agriculture. And joining us in the studio are a couple of people you've probably heard before, but have definitely not been in the studio at the same time together. One of them is Jason Borsom.
Hi guys, how we doing?
Yeah, doing great.
Are we?
I don't know. It's late.
It's very late.
I used the royal we there for some reason.
Oh, yes.
We are doing well. Thank you for asking.
Mm-hmm.
And very recent guest host Erin Barclay is joining us back in the studio this time.
Mm-hmm.
Jason stole my small talk question, so hello.
Well, thanks for coming on today, because we are not qualified to ask any questions about Archer.
I thought you were going to say generally, but yes, about Archer.
Our qualifications are up for debate on most topics, to be honest.
Thank you guys for giving me an excuse to rewatch the series.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you for giving me an excuse to rewatch the rewatch of the series.
Let's go to Erin from Orange Cat Trivia to stump Jason.
All right, I was instructed to make these very difficult in retribution.
Fair enough.
After tonight, I get it. Jason, are you ready to answer some Archer questions?
Oh, you know it. Lay it on me.
So we're going to start with what may be a softball.
Okay.
But let me read the whole question before we get too excited. Number one. It's a fan favorite fact that several of the Archer voice actors were also on Arrested Development, so I assume you knew that.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know which two characters were portrayed by voice actors from Bob's Burgers, other than Sterling Archer himself.
So which two Archer characters are voiced by people who also voice characters in Bob's Burgers?
Yes.
Definitely Eugene Merman is one of them, who in Archer portrays Cecil Tunt, Cheryl's brother. And I'm thinking back to Bob's Burgers voices, and I feel like I know the other one, and I'm kind of blanking on it. Here, I'm trying to remember if it's It is. Okay, I'm trying to remember the actress's name, but she portrayed Cecil's vegan girlfriend in the C. Tunt two-parter. She also plays, is it Louise on Bob's Burgers, the youngest sister? And what in the world is that actress's name? I am absolutely drawing a blank on it all of a sudden.
Well, actually, for the character, so I don't care about the actress's name.
Well, cool. Did I give you the characters?
No.
I gave you some characters.
You gave me Cecil Tunt.
You said words. That's true.
Okay,
His
I
vegan
didn't
girlfriend.
name the actress or the character
Character.
that is his girlfriend. I have to think back on this a bit. She's the pilot. She hates Cheryl. She's gonna take the whole plane down and everyone with it. She swears to Goddess.
Sounds like you know who she is.
I'm well aware of who she is, except for all the parts that make her who she is.
Like her name.
Nah, that doesn't make you who you are.
Cecil's girlfriend's name is... I'm playing the alphabet game in my head right now, trying to pull up a name here.
Neal Classic.
I regrettably have to tap out on this. The first name of that character is not coming to mind, but I can picture like every scene she was in.
Well, you were right. Eugene Merman voices Cecil Tunt. Kristen Shaw voices his girlfriend, Tiffy.
Tiffy.
Jason takes a blow in the first round right away.
Weirdly, I knew that was Christian Shaw.
Yeah, and as soon as you said
can't forget
Kristen
the
Shaw,
voice.
that definitely...
Flight of the Conchords fame.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Question 2. This one should soothe your wounds a little bit. The show's original title was also Archer's code name. What is it?
Oh, Duchess.
All right, number 3. Krieger's vans are always painted in an homage to what band?
The greatest Canadian progressive rock group of all time, Rush.
Correct. All right.
Oh, Vanispheres.
What does Krieger call his cryptocurrency?
Kriegerans.
We are cruising through these. Number 5. What are Krieger's first 2 names?
See, there's a little debate on this because some people will tell you that his first name is Algernon, but his first name, according to some paperwork that shows him in the episode, is actually Doctor. So Dr. Algernon Krieger.
That is also correct. Here's one with more words in the answer. What is Barry's actual worst nightmare?
Barry's actual worst nightmare?
Yes.
Ooh, I have to think back to what episode he would have said that in. I can give you like all 7 of Archer's biggest fears.
Well, I'm going to delete the next question. But I would like to know the answer to the question I just
Barry's
asked.
worst nightmare. Is there a lead-in you can give me to kind of dial in where he would have said it? Because he's in like 15 or 16 different episodes over the series.
I know.
I think this is another one that I'm going to kick myself when I hear it because it's going to bring the whole scene into mind. But just in the absence of having that kind of sticking point, I'm going to have to throw in the towel on it.
Well, it's him and Santa Claus getting chased through the snow by Lurch from the Addams Family. Does that ring a bell? It does.
You know, that actually doesn't ring a bell. I'm trying to think of when he would have said that.
No, Lurch doesn't ring the bell. He just answers the door.
That must have been kind of early in maybe season
Hashtag
1 or
that's
season
improv.
2 before he
That's
became
improv.
Bionic Barry. Because I can't pick up where he said that. Huh.
Sorry, my favorite part about that joke was the look Neal gave all of us to make sure that we heard it.
We got it. More Lurch jokes.
Honestly, I wrote these like 6 months ago, so I have no idea what episode that was in. Sorry.
Okay, that's all right.
But when I play tested these, my buddy got it right away.
Gotcha.
So I feel okay about it. Number
Fair
7.
enough.
After we stopped doing phrasing, which phrase did Archer try to get to catch on in its place?
Said Bishop to the android Ridley, or said Ridley to the android Bishop. Sorry, from Alien.
Said Ripley to the bishop.
To the android
I guess
Bishop.
that's
yeah.
close enough.
Oh, one of them's right, for sure.
Number 8's a gimme. What kind of cancer did Archer have?
Breast cancer.
Correct. Number 9 may be a little bit trickier. Why does Mallory claim to hate the Irish?
Because they were neutral during World War II, I believe she says at some
She
point.
actually said they weren't on our side in
okay.
World War II.
That's right. And then, they were Axis? No, neutral. And then that comes up again in a callback about 3 seasons later.
Guys, I'm sorry. I tried to make these hard like you asked. I did the
No,
best
you're
I
doing
could.
fine.
Yeah, I know you think I am.
They're all hard to me. I don't know what half these words mean.
I did know the breast cancer one because that's like a meme.
Number 10. According to Archer, what is the NATO phonetic alphabet word for the letter M?
It's M as in Mancy.
So after 10, Jason has scored 7 correct, so he's still in the positive. So Tom Cruise, I do not believe will be killing him just yet. Normally
the night's young.
The night is young.
it's
Normally we
not.
go
It is
to...
not. That is incorrect.
We
It's
go to-
very late.
It is very late, you're right. But we're going to go up to 20, at least officially, so we'll see how we can do here. So let's continue.
All right, lay it on me.
What is the Turkmenistan word for bread and Friday?
It's the same as the name of the president's dog, Gerpgork.
Yep.
I think it's also the name of a snake, isn't it? A particular... No, anti-venom? I'm trying to remember. There's some snake reference in there, too, but...
Erin seems very defeated.
I am. I'm kind of disappointed
I know
in myself.
she was bringing the thunder
I
for
tried.
Jason.
I'm an insomniac, and Archer was on Netflix for like 4 years.
Reasonable. Okay.
Is Jessica Walter on that show?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's his mom.
Yeah. She plays the mother in Arrested Development,
Okay.
whose name escaped me right now. But yeah, same character. What is the name of the poem that is tattooed on Pam's back?
Ironically, I did not know this until earlier today, knowing I was writing the episode. And I can tell you that it was written by Lord Byron. And I can tell you it has a long foreign name at the end of the title, but I cannot tell you the name of the poem.
Great. No points. It's called
Got him.
It's like the Battle of Scheherazade or something like
The
that.
Destruction of Sennacherib, which I
Yep.
probably just butchered the pronunciation of.
No one's going to call you out on it.
No, they're going to call you guys out on it. Enjoy.
Send all your emails to liquidcouragekaraoke@gmail.com.
That is not
By way of Orange Cat Trivia on Facebook.
What is the first and last name of the hapless character who gets shot a lot?
Yeah. I'm thinking back to all the times he's been shot. It's been at
So
least
many.
8. And I'm basically stalling for time because the first name isn't coming to me. But the second, his last name is Bunsen. Brett Bunsen.
Yep.
It's not Curtis Jackson.
No.
He was shot actually 9 times.
Just 9 times. Okay.
You don't walk with a limp.
Well, hey, when you're going to the candy shop and you're flashing gang signs,
Yeah.
you get in trouble.
You want to get out your magic stick. I have 21 questions about that.
We pulled everything but into club on that riff.
Yeah.
He's one of the few rappers though who could actually find the G.
Well, speaking
unit.
of get rich or die trying, listen to our Patreon. Is that, are we doing it right? It's all stated.
Matt's throwing so many plugs. He's like a plumber.
This very special 50-cent Lay It On Me brought to you by Triviality.
No, he's like a hair restoration specialist. Come on.
Brian Urlacher.
Yeah,
Look
they
at the
keep-
billboards. He's got a full head of hair. How did that happen?
Yeah, if you're from
You won't tell
Chicago,
me.
there's local billboards from Brian Urlacher, where he got hair plugs, transplant, and then there's other billboards of Ryan Sandberg, Cub Great, saying, "Hey Ryan, tackle this," and he's got a baseball bat. So dumb. Anyway, back
What are we talking about?
back to
Archer?
our regularly scheduled game. So Jason, right now, just for the record, he's 9 of 13. So, and I believe we're on question 14, Erin.
I was about to tell you I have lost track because I'm skipping around. So
I hope that's right.
Sure.
Sounds right.
Sounds right to me. How many years did Archer letter in varsity lacrosse?
He lettered 3 years. He didn't letter his freshman year because he was stuck in the hospital with pneumonia after getting a particularly nasty swirly.
It's very specific.
There was about a 3-minute monologue about it.
After Archer tells Lana he feels like a new man, why doesn't she believe him?
I'm trying to remember the episode in which he said that, and it's another one of those, if I can't anchor it, I'm going to have a problem with this one. He feels like a new man. This isn't him talking about becoming a better man because he's going to stop having, I don't think he calls it casual sex, but something along the lines of casual sex, and then he ends up hooking up with who he thought was the maid, and maids don't count in the last 3-part episode to end Archer Vice. Is that it, or am I just sounding dumb?
It's not. I mean, you sounded very smart. That's not what
okay.
I was going for.
Okay.
This might have been a conversation they had several times. Lana found something that convinced her that Archer was lying. What'd she find?
Oh, in that case, she found Katya's. This is an adult-themed episode, right?
Yeah, we can bleep
That's
it
actually a
out
good
if not.
point. Yeah, we cut the question if we need to.
We'll call it bionic lady parts in his bathroom sink.
Correct?
That'll do it.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, everyone loves a good bionic lady part,
That is
Also, it vibrates.
especially women with hysteria.
that is way less offensive than
Yeah.
most of the stuff we did with Jeffrey Segura-tin on his
It
episode.
could be a bionic peg leg, right?
Mm.
It's a
It
lady.
could be.
It's a
It's
lady.
not.
Okay, fair enough.
Imagine how happier Blackbeard would have been if he had a bionic peg leg of lady parts. Oh, it's not Blackbeard. Whoever had the whatever. I'm just
Definitely
keeping the
Blackbeard.
levels here. So
Yeah.
just let's keep going.
Banging taillights on a country road.
Captain Jack Sparrow. Is that what we're talking about?
What number are we on?
He's 11 of 15 right now. So you're on
Okay, so I
15.
got 5 more.
5 more, and I'm guessing Tom Cruise will not let him live if he's less than 50%. Correct? I would think, right?
You gotta get at least 50. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the real name of diversity hire Conway Stern?
His real name, according to the second appearance he makes, is Conway Stern.
Correct. Number 17. There is a sound effect that appears in every episode of Archer. Through at least the 8th season. I have not seen the 9th season, but I believe this holds true. What is that sound effect?
Yeah, I'm only about halfway through the 9th season myself, but I'm pretty sure every episode contains the sound effect of ice clinking in a glass.
Correct. When there was a Bob's Burger Archer crossover episode, Bob Belcher named 2 burgers of the day. One was on the sign at the beginning of the episode, and the other one he came up with later in the episode. What were they?
The Emil Gorgonzola burger is one of them, and that's served with Manning coleslaw, and he doesn't know if anyone gets it. By the way, I don't. And I know one is specifically named on the chalkboard, and I don't remember what it is. I'm going to tap out on the second one.
So you kind of got them mixed. The first one on the board was the Thomas Elphinstone Hambledurger with Manning coleslaw.
Oh, the Hambledurger. That's right. Okay.
Duh.
And or
the,
hello.
The Emil Gorgonzola burger was not served with Manning coleslaw. It was served with jacuzzi cumbers.
Jacuzzi cumbers. That's right.
Yeah.
So, Jeff, you've never seen the show?
No,
Okay. And
Does this make you want to see it or not?
no.
No.
No, Matt's sitting here shaking his head like he has no idea what's going on
how
right
many
now. And I
seasons?
swear, this all makes sense in context.
And it's all great.
is there
That's-
9 seasons?
Yeah, they just finished the 9th season
Okay, wow.
last week as of the time of
How
the
many
recording.
episodes a season?
Typically 13. The last couple have had about 8.
To
Oh,
be
okay.
fair, though, this is exactly how I feel about people who don't watch 30 Rock, and you
Yeah.
start to get into like a plot point from a 30 Rock episode. It's like, I'll get it.
Don't get it, don't care. I like that you two were going to come here to goof off and have so far been mostly silent.
I've said
Yeah.
some things.
It's late.
It is late.
That they're just privy to an inside joke
This
that
is
they
just
are
when
not
I get
privy
going,
to.
even though I have to go to bed. But you guys have stopped going, but you can stay up a little bit. Jeff's going to go to the clubs after this. And
Into
by the
club.
clubs, I mean he's going to club people.
At least he said people and not seals, because I was really afraid of where that
No,
was
no one
going.
does. No seal deserves to be clubbed, but some people do.
A lot of people do.
This episode
Yeah,
not
that's true.
sponsored by Greenpeace.
Yeah, right.
Number 19, right?
Yeah.
It is.
Sure.
Yep.
Keep it going.
Number 19, voice actor H. John Benjamin released a jazz album in 2016.
He totally did.
What was its title?
I have no idea,
Oh,
but he
it's so
totally
good.
did. I
It's
remember
amazing.
him playing one of the late night shows, maybe Colbert. And it's just he does not know how to play jazz piano in any way, shape, or form, and he just freeformed it for an entire album and no clue what the album's name.
Is it like an art piece? Like he knows he's bad?
It's a meta art piece
Okay,
in that
yeah.
sense.
That's funny.
Given what you just told me, would you like to try to make an album title out of that sentiment you just expressed?
H. John Benjamin doesn't know how to play jazz.
Pretty close. It's called I Should Have Learned to Play the Piano.
Yeah,
That's good.
that totally tracks. Yeah.
He did an interview with NPR where he's like, yeah, this is really offensive to people who try.
Mm-hmm.
It's hysterical, and I recommend it. Number 20, who is the 8th season of Archer dedicated to?
It is dedicated to the voice actor who portrayed the voice of Woodhouse, who passed away in 2015, and whose name I do not remember.
His name was George Coe.
It sure was. Yeah. Okay.
So after 20, Jason has 13 out of 20. Math man, what do you say to that?
Sounds like a percentage.
I don't know. What is Tom Cruise doing here? His gun is on the table. It's just a matter if he pulls the trigger. or not.
If we're doing 66.7, I think he would have to get 14 if I'm not mistaken.
Oh.
Well, we'll leave it up to Orange Cat because she's here on a special trip. You can either give him one more question.
Can I politic for half points?
was
Like
gonna say-
everyone at my trivia
I
shows
was gonna say-
always try to politic me for on
He
questions.
had the right person with no name on the
should have
last
used
one.
his
Yeah, there were a
freebie.
ton of I can tell you 17 things about this scene or this moment or this
None of which
idea,
was the
and none
thing
of
that
which
I
were the
asked.
thing. Yeah.
To be fair,
that's a classic Jeff answer.
if you'd like to kind of take a trip back to the only Lay It On Me where somebody has died,
That's true. Oh, it is.
I gave every single direwolf in Game of Thrones that wasn't the right direwolf.
Jeff right now is doing a Joaquin Phoenix from Gladiator with his thumb sideways, and he's ready to put it down. Erin, so you're here as a guest from Richmond, Virginia. So you can either give him one more question for a chance to survive, or just end it here, mercifully. whatever you think.
Mercilessly.
If he
Mercilessly.
dies, he dies.
I'm trying to find one that he's not going to get right away, and I think I've used all of them.
I must break you.
So I think we should just end it here.
We'll end it here for brownie points. Even though you're dying, for your last words, though, how about Jason? You try to pick Erin's favorite season just from looking at her without saying anything. This is all a visual game that the podcaster. I'm going to narrate.
Great
it.
radio.
Favorite
great
season
radio.
of Archer? Well, she said she hasn't seen all the way through Danger Island yet. I don't think anybody's favorite season is going to be Dreamland. Archer Vice, she strikes me as someone who kind of liked as a motif once. So probably if she's anything like me, it's season 2, because then that's the season where Pam gets kidnapped and we all fall in love with Pam. That's the Rampage 2-parter with the breast cancer. And I think that's the season. Yeah, no, it's definitely the season we find out that Cheryl is a multimillionaire heiress. So yeah, I think you're a season 2 fan.
I don't like to play favorites, but I think if you held a gun to my head, I'd give that same answer. It was finding its
Wow.
feet in season 1, and after that, it kind of Once it got going and got up to speed, it started to get a little bit weird, a little bit less true to its roots. But
Yeah.
it stayed good all the way through.
No, it really has.
There's some sorcery going on in here. That was great. Even though you're still going to be killed, we will bury you in a nice suit.
No, I need
Or
a
Deadpool
more of
t-shirt.
a tactical turtleneck or
We need
tactile
to-
neck.
We'll bury you. We'll bury you in the Deadpool outfit from Ryan Reynolds. We'll buy it from him somehow. But we need more money to buy from.
5 of your listeners are going to get that reference. You know that, right?
Oh, that's true. I guess no one does know you're obsessed with Deadpool. So before we go, though, let's start with Jason. Why don't you tell everyone where they can find you on Facebook and if they're in the Chicagoland area?
Yeah, definitely. You can find me online at facebook.com/liquidcourage. Courage is spelled with a K, by the way. You can technically find me on Instagram, but it's not going to do you any good, as we learned earlier today. And if you're in the Chicagoland area, we do weekly trivia shows all around, by and large, in the Brookfield, Illinois, and near western suburbs areas, so Berwyn, Countryside, that general area. Check out our schedule on our Facebook page. It's right there as the cover photo, and that's basically the best way to find us week in, week out.
And as a bonus, you might see us because we go there sometimes. To place third.
Well, just tonight we placed third, but we're there, twice a month now because we record on Mondays twice a month.
Right, because we're recording bonus episodes because we're about to hit our $500 Patreon goal.
Because they love you more than they love me.
That's called a segue.
That is a great segue. And as I roll over to Erin, why don't you tell us a little bit about Orange Cat Trivia?
Sure. Orange Cat Trivia is, so I'm based in Central Virginia in Richmond. I host 2 games a week, one at Castleberg Brewery and Tap Room on Thursdays and at Bovine Burger Concept on Tuesday evenings. You can find all that information on facebook.com/orangecattrivia. Unlike Jason, my business is spelled just the way you would expect. It is also on Instagram. I have been visiting Chicago for the last few days with the tiny stuffed orange cat, asking people to hold it. They have been shockingly amenable. So if you like seeing people holding stuffed animals, follow me on Instagram. I also occasionally post pictures of things I find interesting or links to weird stuff. So check it out.
There might be a bearded, flat-brimmed character with a
Semi-flat brimmed.
Yes,
He gets very defensive
Semi-bearded.
about that.
No, he's pretty
Very
bearded.
He's fully bearded.
Yeah. So that it's Ken's playful side you may see on that Instagram.
That's
It
true.
exists.
Aaron got it out of him. That's true.
People are
very
very
surprised.
surprised.
And
I
you have
reject
some-
your premise, and now I'm going to have to look at Instagram.
And you have some great trivia on your Instagram, too.
I like to think so. Thanks.
Nice little bit about deep dish pizza and other Chicago-centric things about how it's the Sears Tower, not the Willis Tower.
It sure is.
I was corrected harshly about that.
Well, Jeff, any last words here? Because now you are joined in the afterlife by Jason.
I'm pretty sure that's Jason who needs the last words, but
Well, you haven't said anything, so I want to give you some last words.
yeah, I thought I was going to be alone for a while, so this is a little bit of a shocker, but I'm in good company, I guess.
Yeah, you
so.
guys are like Bran and Hodor, just kind of, walking around whatever Game of Thrones world's called. What's it called? I can't remember. The North? I don't remember.
How are you so bad at pop culture all the time?
No, I'm actually really good. I just haven't watched it in 3 years or however long it's been.
I've
backlogged.
never seen any Game of Thrones.
That is really disappointing.
Not a singular game.
You haven't seen a
Not
throne
one?
of any game sort?
No,
No
absolutely
games, no thrones, no nothing.
not. Yeah.
So thank you very much to Erin and Jason for joining us today on behalf of Matt, Neal, Ken, and myself. Although I didn't see Ken today. He's playing the role of Invisible Man.
Yeah.
He's not here.
It's fair.
Boo Ken.
He's combing his beard.
It does take a while.
And on that note, that was Triviality.
Honey, I need you to get down.
Yes, down to the store for cheese for the Emil Gorgonzola burger.
Okay, I have had it.
Well, not with the Jacques cucumber. No, I don't want cheese. Okay!